Hello guys, welcome to my channel Study Hub. After a long silence, I appeared before you. There was a long gap. Before I was not so good. My health is not running well because there are some Pujo vacations. So today I will start a new chapter of physics, light, which will be helpful for class 8, 9, 10 also. So light. Start. Light. What is light? Guys, light is the form of energy. It is the invisible source of energy which gives us the sensation of sight. We can see with the help of light. So before light, we will discuss some important thing. These luminous object, non-luminous objects. What is ray? What is beam of light? What is divergent, convergent, parallel beam of light? All you have to know. So what are luminous objects? Luminous objects, objects which emit lights by itself, by themselves, is known as luminous objects. The sun is the luminous object. A burning candle is the luminous object. Any reflecting subjects are luminous objects. Okay? And what are non-luminous objects? Non-luminous means that from which, the objects from which light cannot pass. No, not pass. That is the when it emits light, it does not emit lights. The non-luminous object does not emit lights of its own. With the help of others, it can reflect lights. What are non-luminous objects? Stone is a non-luminous object. Greasy glass is a non-luminous object. Okay. They cannot pass light of their own. So, what is a ray? What is the beam of light? Ray is what is a ray? Ray is the path in which the light travels. That is the ray of light. The path in which the light passes. This is the ray. This is known as ray of light. But we cannot express only a single line to express the light, because a beam of beam of ray is coming from a source of lights. Beam. It is the beam of lights. That means this is the beam of lights, beam of ray. An arrow indicates the light is coming from this end to this. It indicates the direction. It is going towards this direction. And the ray, the beam of light, that means a ray of more rays is collectively called a beam of lights. And this beam of light is known as three types: divergent beam, convergent beam, and parallel beam of lights. Divergent beams, suppose converge and diverge. It is from the source that is being diverged. It is a divergent beam of light. This is the divergent beam of light. Beam of light. Convergence, opposite since when light is coming in various directions, and a particular point, some ray, beam of light, they particular pointed at a particular point. That is the convergent. They converge a particular point. From the point they are being diverged. Is a divergent beam, convergent beam. And some ray which is parallel to each other. That is a parallel beam of light. That is the parallel to each other. This is the parallel beam of light. This is the parallel beam of light. Divergent beam, convergent beam, and parallel beam of light. Light passes in this way, light goes in this way. One thing you should have to know, what is the medium? the plane the plane in which light travels, that is the medium of light, in which light travels. It is in air mediums, it is in water mediums, it is in glass mediums. So there are different types of mediums are there. What are the mediums? That is the transparent medium, one is translucent medium and opaque medium. Transparent medium, in which light can passes freely, smoothly. That is the transparent medium. The transparent medium what? Air is the transparent medium, glass is the transparent medium, water is the transparent medium. In this medium, light can passes freely. And what is translucent medium? In where light cannot pass freely. This is the grease paper, tracing paper, okay, wax. In this medium, light cannot passes freely. So this is known as translucent medium. And what is the opaque mediums? Light cannot pass at all. Light cannot pass at all. This is the opaque medium. That is wood. Through the wood, light cannot pass. Through metal, light cannot pass. Through stone, light cannot pass. This is different medium in which light can pass, cannot pass. So there are different types of medium. Transparent medium, translucent medium and opaque medium. And one thing is this, you always remember the light always travels in a straight path. There are so many experiments are there in your book also. You also acquainted with so many examples. Light always travel in a straight line. Light always travel in a straight line path, not bent. Suppose light is going there. If there are any obstacles, opaque mediums, the light cannot go in this way. Cannot go. Light cannot go in this way. It will bounce back. It cannot go. So this is not possible. This is not possible. In the summer, what do you know? We carry umbrella to protect the sun, scorching heat of the sun, and umbrella is there. So light comes out. So if the light can travel in bending way, then sunlight also go. That is the in bending way. As it goes straight, it cannot pass. If you torch, if there is an obstacle, if you pointed out some torch light, if there is an opaque object, this light cannot go further towards these sides. It will be hindrance of air. Okay, this is that's it. Light go the propagation, rectilinear propagation of light. And speed of light, all you know, speed of light is different in different medium. Speed of light is normally at vacuum, what is 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second, the speed of light. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second is the speed of light. Okay, in vacuum. The reflection of light. After that, refraction of light. So what is the reflection of light? We know the light travels in a medium. The surface in which it travels, that is the medium. So a reflection, how and why? What you see, suppose this is the surface of the ground. If you drop a rubber ball, it will bounce back. A rubber ball drop on it, it bounces back. A rubber ball bounce in it, it bounces back. Same thing happens in case of light also. In case of the light. When a light falls on the surface, this light, a part of light is absorbed, every part of light is being absorbed in the surface, but most of the light is returned back to the original medium, the first medium, the bounce back. That means the bouncing back of light in the first medium, this phenomenon is known as reflection of light. And the medium, the surface from which it is being reflected, is known as the reflector. Suppose this is the surface. That means it's a smooth surface or rough surface image. So if light strikes in hit the surface incident and it got bounced back. So light come here, out here, hit the surface and it returns back. The first medium, the surface, second medium, there are two mediums. The first medium light is coming in the surface and it returns back in the first medium again. This phenomenon is known as the reflection of light. The returns, the bouncing back of light after striking a surface in the first medium again is known as the reflection of light. Normally, okay? So this phenomenon is known as reflection of light. This reflection is generally two types: regular reflections and irregular reflection. What are regular reflections? Regular reflection means if some parallel beam of lights, say this, again this is the one of the beam of light, it also returns back in this direction. Again, these are another beam of light, this again returns back. What you see out here, in the smooth surface, some parallel beam of light strikes the surface and returns back parallelly. That is, in a particular distance, they returns back. That here, this reflection happens at a regular direction. It maintains a regular pattern. This is known as regular reflections. That parallel coming and returning parallelly. So it is known as, this type of reflection is known as regular reflections. And obviously the surface is a smooth surface. In case of, that is the regular reflection. And what is irregular? The diffuse reflections or irregular reflection part. In that case, the surface is not smooth. That is, actually no surface is absolutely smooth. It's a rough surface. So light falls out here. Parallel beam of light is coming. Parallel beam of light is coming. Parallel beam of light is coming. Parallel beam of light. But see out here, what is the difference? Parallel beam of striking the surface, but because of its uneven surface, it returns not a regular direction, not maintaining a particular way. The reflection is in different directions. So this phenomenon, this type of reflection is known as irregular or diffuse reflections. And for this irregular and diffuse reflection, we can see every object in every size. Any size you can see. Whatever you see in the board, it is not a smooth surface. That's why all of you seeing it clearly. From here, light returns back there. It is returned back here, return back there. Different types, different direction. Light is return back. But in a particular, in case of regular reflection, light returns in a particular direction. Particular person can see the object. But out here in case of diffuse reflections, irregular reflections, we can see, everybody can see the objects from different position. Okay? So this is the regular reflection, this is irregular reflections. Okay? Now, what is see in the reflection of light? In case of reflection of light, what we see out here, sometimes you should have to remember incident ray. Incident ray. What is incident ray? What is reflected ray? What is reflected ray? What is normal? What is incident angle? Incident angle. What is reflected angle? That is I, that is R. You should have to know. Suppose this is the surface, light falls out here, and from this point of surface, light returns out there. If we draw a normal out here, that means this is OP is the incident ray, PR is the reflected ray, and PN is the normal. So this is the incident ray, this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, this is incident angle I, that is the angle between incident ray and the normal. It is the reflected ray R, angle reflected angle, that is the angle between the normal and the reflected ray. This angle is known as reflected angles. The incident ray, point of incidence, normal, reflected ray, and this is the normal. Incident angle, reflected angle. So in this case, you should have to also know the laws of reflection. What are the laws of reflections? Laws. Laws of reflection. See, first law, laws of reflection. That is the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal. Incident, reflected, and normals lie at a same point in the plane. Particular point of research. Lie at the same point. Incident, reflected, normal, same point. Lie. And number two, this is number one, and number two, incident angle of incident will always equals to angle of reflection. That is, angle of I equals to angle R. Angle of incident always equals to angle of reflection. This is the law of reflections. That means you should have to always remember in which angle the incident ray incident. If this angle is 30, this will be 30. That is I equals to R. If some questions come, question may come, the angle of incident, the ray of light incident 60 degree along with the surface. That means in that case angle this will be 60 and this will be totally 90. In that case, what is the incident angle? Incident angle. The incident angle hit what? The incident ray and the normal. That is these angles you should have to count the incident angle. But angle it is given 60 degree. This angle is 90 degree. So this will be 90 minus 60, 30. So in that case, you have to calculate the incident angle is 30. 60 degree incident angle along with the surface you should have to remind, you should have to point note in which incident angle or this angle. Okay, so whatever with this will be this. Suppose ray of light incident normally, it is this in this way. So what will be the incident angle and reflected angle? In that case, here this is the incident and this is the normal. So there will be no angle. Incident ray and normal at the line, the same line. So this will be 0. In that case, incident angle as well as reflected angle will be 0. Then when the ray of light falls normally, incident normally, what is the incident angle? 0. Clear? Okay. So this is the laws of reflection, the definition of reflection, some points regarding reflection. Okay. Today, this is the thing which I have discussed. The laws of reflection of light can also be obeyed in case of curved surface also. Laws of reflection of light can also be obeyed not only plane mirror but also curved surface. This is the curved surface. This is also curved surface. When light falls in on the earth, this is the reflection. This is also known as reflection. This is the normal. This is normal. This is the reflection. So in all surface, curved surface, plane surface, reflection of light can also be obeyed. Remember it. And in some cases, in next class, I will discuss about the images, the real image, virtual image. Okay, the real image, what you see, that it is obtained in the screen. It actually meets after reflection at a particular point. In case of virtual image, it appears to see, it seems to be meet, appears to be meet, but do not actually meet. That is the virtual image. The real image, virtual image, mirror, plane mirror, spherical mirror. Okay, I will also discuss in the next class. Okay, thank you guys. Goodbye.